YouTubers and to my subscribers. I'm not filming this video where I wanted to film the video, which is over there, because it's absolutely freezing in my flat tonight, and also the lighting in this room is so terrible that at certain points I've had my uploads make me look like I'm blue or make me look like I'm yellow, or earlier on when I was out it was going to make me look orange. So I seem to have an ever-changing colour of my face, from blue to yellow to orange. So I'm filming it in front of this rather delightful curtain and my pot painted in purple wall again, because I want to try and talk as much as I can about a topic that means a lot to me. And I appreciate, and I'm going to say in this, that it might trigger some people that have certain like issues in relation to food. I have my own issues in relation to food. Some of it is connected to my mental health. So when I'm feeling depressed and stressed out, not only do I end up getting this rather delightful rash effect on my face, which is called rosacea, which I know that Connie, aka Nudarella, also discussed in one of her videos, if you would like to go and look that up. Thank you very much to Connie for showing that I'm not the only person who suffers from something like rosacea, but that is a side issue from what I'm talking about. I've always had a complicated issue with food. If I can see what has gone into a food, say if somebody's put stuff into a dish that I actually like, such as shepherd's pie or cottage pie, whichever one it is that you put certain vegetables in. When I make a cottage pie or shepherd's pie, it tends to be just minced beef and like mashed potato. Maybe I have a side of veg, like some collie and carrots on there, but I don't put the veg into the shepherd/cottage pie, because I don't really like it that way. And when people have put things like peas and other things into it, I don't like to eat it at all, because I would be picking around the things I don't like, and it would look like I don't like the whole dish rather than I just don't like the bits that have been put into the dish. Because of my mental health, because I get depressed and stressed out, and I have had panic attacks in the past. I'm not saying that everything could cause me to have a panic attack, and I'm not saying that food would cause me to have a panic attack, but I have had panic attacks as part of my mental health condition and stuff, because I have anxiety. So there are certain things that would set that off, but these are side topics that I can talk about in another video when I don't actually have that long a battery life to be able to talk about all these things. So it's hard when you know that there's things that just from the look of them, before even having tried them. I never used to like pasta, and now I have at least 2 packets of pasta in my cupboard. I never used to like it. I used to think it'd be really bland and stuff like that, but I found obviously dietary, like the things that you like do change. So obviously I never used to like pasta, and now I do. But I do generally tend to eat a lot more things that are bad for me and that are going to affect like physical health. Like I'm not going to be able to necessarily run as fast as other people. There are other issues why I'm not able to run as well, and how I get breathless, like, which makes it a problem for trying to stay as fit as possible. I do want to try and like eat right rather than buying lots of takeaways, because when I buy junk like chocolate and crisps and takeaways from the pizza shop and stuff like that, that is connected to my stress and my anxiety about things and my depression, and it is a vicious cycle. The more depressed I get, the more I want to eat things that are bad for me, and then that's going to have an effect on my dental health and my physical health, as well as my mental health, my emotional health. I'm going to feel worse and worse, and the worse I feel, the more I want to eat this stuff. You understand what I mean? I have done this video because I've been watching other YouTubers, much bigger YouTubers than me, like Melanie, who has well, I don't know, like had some kind of relationship with sugary foods, and I eat a lot of sugary foods, obviously, chocolate and stuff like that. I did go to a vegan thing tonight. I did sign up for the 30-day vegan challenge at one point, which I ultimately failed to do, but I tried a couple of vegan cakes and some vegan cookies, and the vegan cookies actually tasted much nicer than the regular cookies that I would normally buy that are made with milk and that. It actually tasted really nice. It's the Free From range. I think it's from Tesco or something. I'm not sponsored by Tesco or by anybody on this video. I don't have enough subscribers or anything to be getting any sponsorship from anybody, so it's not spawn in any way. This is just me talking to you as my subscribers, trying to have a conversation about food and your relationship with food and my relationship with food, and how I've got to the point of when I look at how much I weigh, obviously that has a cycle on my mental health, which makes me eat more, which makes me put more weight on, which makes me more depressed. I weighed myself recently and discovered that I'm fluctuating between two different amounts of stone, and that makes me unhappy on top of all the other things I'm trying to deal with. But I don't do anything positive about it because I just eat what I eat, and I need to try and start cooking more. I have just made a meal. I had some grilled steaks and some chips, but I haven't eaten the whole meal. I've left most of the chips. I did eat earlier on when I was in town. Like I said, I tried some vegan cake when I went to the pub where they were holding it. I didn't have a drink, alcoholic or otherwise, because I'd already had one when I was with my family, so I didn't need to have another drink. I just went up to see what it was about. I'm not saying I'm going to turn vegan. Maybe I'll start changing my diet to be more, I don't know, Presbyterian or vegan first. But I'm going to end this video here because the battery decided to die even though I've just charged it. Thank you. Please like, subscribe and share, and keep the comments positive, and I will see you in the next video.